Good morning, everyone. Eric Rogers here with Scott Tash, and today is Friday, September 2nd. We made it. We're already in September. Hopefully, you have a nice Labor Day weekend schedule. Be safe out there on the roads. And guys, slow down. You'll get there. Plenty of time. And today, what we're going to do is share Testimonial Friday, share some things that are working for regional account managers in the field. So have your pencil ready. You'll notice, and Mr. John Murphy wanted to know if the Dalai Lama was speaking today, and it's close. We got Scott Tash and Eric Rogers here. That's about as close as we'll get there.
As Dolly as you can
It's
get.
about as dolly as it is. Yeah, as lamey. It would be L-A-M-E instead. So, but guys, you've got two ears, one mouth, and this is something that we're going to share with you. We've got Gary Thrine here, Aaron Marmol. He's doing some things out there that are working for him, and we're gonna, Cy, I know you do a great job. David Bolton, I know you're out there kicking it too. So guys, if you have some things that are working with you, we would love to share those. And I think what I'd like to do first is let's put a shameless plug in for Scott Tash and his going to be a huge, this is Tuesday, I know it's the first day after a holiday, but guys, you want to attend this. It's going to be Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock East Coast time. Make sure that you are registering for this, okay? You're not automatically registered. So you've got the live training tab. You go to merchantcareers.com, and let me go ahead and just point out where we're going for those of you that aren't real familiar with your training site. Make sure you're getting used to it. Everything you need is there. You will scroll.
Everything you need, but we're afraid to ask.
Yeah, exactly, and there it is. And scroll down. So you scroll down past Monday through Friday.
And you come to special events training.
Yep.
And be sure and click and join, and come join us on Tuesday. We'll be kicking it off at 7 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be going over the psychology of the sales. We're going to have a little guest come in. Mr. Matt Nichols is going to come in and contribute, and so we're going to make it, lots of fun is what it's going to be. So,
yep, first Tuesday is well into the month, so guys, get your month set. When you hit the ground September 6th, be ready to go, and then throughout this weekend, you will meet an awful lot of prospects that you can use. So that's what we want to make sure that we are pushing today, because this is going to be on top of us before we know it. The weekend, it's a 3-day weekend, guarantee you know how fast those go.
Oh, yeah. Too fast, but I'm going to celebrate every day.
Yeah. So, guys, you know how that works. So let me go ahead and after this shameless plug, I want to have Scott get us started with a testimonial from this week. It's a Ram.
Couple of them that I've had this week, and I'd like to put out kudos to Cindy in Louisiana. She got her very first application, and I should say her very first contact became a application. We got the merchant statements and an application, and it's going to be a company that does more than $1 million a month in processing. So congratulations to Cindy. That's awesome. Bearing in mind that the training that we went through on the last advanced sales training, you don't know who you know, and so by going through that, she recognized, that, hey, I know a friend that has a company, called up the owner of the company. The owner of the company said, I think it's a good idea. Let's, take it to the CFO. The CFO liked everything that we talked about. And by the way, I did joint work on it to get that done. And that's what your national sales directors will do with you when you first start out, or any time that you need it on something that size. And we're in the process of getting all the information in, and it's going to be a very, very good account. The second one I'd like to kind of say good job to is out in Hawaii, Denisa Thompson. Denisa, on her first week, has gotten 2 applications in already. She's gotten 2 people to actually into the application process to get set up. So that, I mean, that's awesome. She just had, you know, went to her base of friends, and just, you know, she's a very entrepreneurial type person, and has a, you know, list of people that are starting up some new businesses and that, and she's got 2 new business startups that are ready to launch, and that just happen to be in the position to need credit card processing now. So both of those applications are in. So I think that, you know, as far as a week for a couple of people who just got started, that's just awesome. And they didn't have to have any. You out there that have just gotten started, that are just now tuning in, they don't have any skills yet. I mean they're good people. They got skills to go talk to people, which is wonderful. But they were not bashful for going in and saying, "Hey, I'm brand new, but we got something that's good. Let's take a look at it. All I need is this." And they said, "Well, we don't have it yet." It says, "Better yet, okay." And then use their national sales director to have a couple of conversations, and lo and behold, she's getting trained, and she's going and getting deals on the books right away. And that's what it's all about. Just bear in mind that Hawaii is on quite a bit of different time than we are.
Yeah.
So those conversations were at 10 o'clock at night, our time here. So we're willing to work for you, no matter if it's day or night around here. So
Yep. We want to get those in. Exactly.
So I just wanted to, you know, and also I've gotten, you know, just to all those that put in, you know, applications or merchant statements this week. We had a phenomenal week this week. For being you know, the last week of the month and all of that, we had awesome number, and it's just to let you know that the company right now, this month to last month, 3 times as many merchant statements in, 3 times as many. You guys out there that are just getting started or catching this fire, and you guys that have been doing it for a while, thank you so much for that continued effort. And we will be building, you know, your business and our business. This month looks like it will double up again. So we're so happy with you guys. Thank you.
Yep. And our business grew as far as Rams by 3 times from the month to month as well. So like I said, guys, this is something that I think everyone is getting attuned to. You're now putting your worker hat on in September, and guys, it's very important that you get these businesses on your book of business, because guess what's coming through? You want those residual checks to reflect November, December, that type of volume.
Work smart, not hard. Get them going now. Have a little extra income come Christmas.
You bet. Yep, absolutely. So you're in a great situation, but have a little urgency with your business like a lot of people are doing. So, and what we want to do as well is Lynn Hatch, I know that you're on here. We're going to get on the phone in the afternoon. If you're just getting started, don't get frustrated with, you know, again, the training is A1. There's a lot of it. Do not feel like you're, you know, overwhelmed. We're going to walk you through it step by step.
You know, it's
like
eating an elephant. It's only one bite at a time.
One bite at a time, you bet. Yep.
And you don't have to know it all to get things started. You just need to start and just follow some of the basic directions. Go talk to the people that you know first. Have some fun with them. You'll find that others have done the same thing. You're not alone out there. And you know, if you want to get, you know, for those of you on here that haven't gone through the recording before Tuesday for the new advanced sales, we went through this list of 1,000 contacts and drilled in to look at them. So you that are looking to expand your business or see beyond just the retail market and what's behind it, please take the time to go through that recorded session there. It will help you coming up. So,
yep, and we're there, and again, we may, you know, have to come back a couple times to get additional information, especially on the bigger ones. They're going to want a lot more information. I know Lynn
I got an underwriting pack. It looks like War and Feast. 44 attachments for one company.
Yeah. The bigger the monthly volume is, for example, Lynn Hatch is, you know, we may need a couple more statements than just one to get the proposal squared away that we need. So, like I said, and it's just, they know that.
But that's, I'll tell you what, hey, when you run into that situation, that's a good thing, because that means you've got a bigger company, and away we go.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, some are going to be really easy and simple. Some are going to be more complicated. They're all going to be fun.
Yes.
And we'll guide you through it. And 6 months from now, some of you will be just you won't your knowledge level will be so much higher than what it is now that the things that we train on now will become second nature to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we want to get you to. We want to get you to that part where you're what we call unconsciously competent. You've got the terms. One of the things that we'd like to direct you to is go in and look at the glossary page on the website under resources.
Yeah.
Vocabulary for our business. Hey, you don't have to be an expert. We're going to talk about that on Tuesday about the 10% rule. I just have to know 10% more than the person that I'm talking to look like an expert.
Mm-hmm.
And so that.
So you've got an awful lot of really good info here just to get started with. Remember,
the 6 questions. Where's
right
the
here?
One that,
6 key questions. I'm right on it right here.
Where's the one that has the
what are you looking for? Oh, the glossary?
Yeah.
Down here, scripts, tutorials, website.
No, glossary of merchant service terms, acronyms.
Mm-hmm.
That one. That one, hey, just things you should, to talk their language, this is the language.
Mm-hmm.
And so go in and brush up on the language over the weekend. Doesn't take much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can refer to it. See, that's the whole thing, too. You've got the guide. It's here, etc. Now, just to clarify a couple items, and then Jamie Fitzgerald wants to go over online and PayPal. So we'll get to that in just a moment. But no Saturdays. I know Penny, we had an overwhelming number of sales associates and regional account managers that wanted a weekday evening.
Yeah, so that's been now we're Tuesday nights.
Yep, Tuesday nights, first and third Tuesday. Yep, you're going to have a presentation first and third Tuesdays, and then no presentation on Labor Day Monday. So that was a question from Joe Rivard. Joe, go out and hit some golf balls. I know he's a golfer, and I'm pretty sure that this is here in Arizona. That's going to be the last of the cheap golf, and then the skyrockets. The price goes up.
That's why some of us are going golfing this week.
Yeah, exactly. And talking to everybody there. They take credit cards. They take my card.
My buddy, the pro down there, is going to get me into the boss.
Yeah, absolutely. And then let's go ahead and.
It's not because I golf with him; it's because I take lessons from him.
Yeah, and Jamie Fitzgerald had a question. What about a merchant that's using PayPal online? And let me get a couple things rolled out for that one, Scott. If you want to start with that, any business taking credit cards online. That is our sweet spot. New York Times, Adobe, GE, they do an awful lot of e-commerce and online business, and we have a feature in a logarithm called interchange optimization, Jamie. So what happens is the merchant will automatically get the lower interchange price or cost to run a specific card that is not present. And boy, it gets expensive when the card is not present.
Yeah, because there's 4 different tiers, and it automatically goes to the highest tier without having some kind of either invoice or PO number attached. So this algorithm attaches in the tokenization an invoice and PO number with it, so that when it gets to Visa and MasterCard, it drives it to the lowest rate for them.
Mm-hmm. And this is a Card Connect handout.
Savings.
Yeah, here's a Card Connect like PayPal, so we're bringing it right to you, Jamie. And if you want a copy of this, just contact your national sales director, and they will email this right to you. And this is really where
interchange plus optimization.
Yeah, right there it is. Yeah. No, I understand. And again, we actually cover this in depth. We've got a nice webinar we do on Tuesdays to compare interchange versus flat rate. And then this particular feature that I had mentioned earlier, interchange optimization, Jamie, this is awesome. This is why we get an awful lot of those big companies that do online business right there. This is something else that is literally saving merchants thousands of dollars a month. And this is something PayPal just simply does not have. They're more expensive, bottom line. And if they're doing anything online like PayPal, they use fixed percentages. So they're making sure they get their money. They're making for darn sure, and that is actually way higher up here. If card's not present, than 2.9. You're in the threes easily. So just kind of keep that in mind. So good question. Again, we kind of I want contribution from folks that are out there. But however, if you do have questions, this is one of the things that we'd love to do is to go ahead and get you going. Yeah, and Ty.
Oh, how about barbers that use Square? Can we help them do better? Absolutely.
Yes.
I have not a barber, but it's a gal who is cutting hair on a $4,000 volume, just a little less than 4,000. We were over Square. We're still able to save her $100 a month. Man, that's a lot of money to somebody whose total income for the month is under 4,000. An extra $100 of profit in their pocket. Wow, that's great. It was a no-brainer to make the switch. So yes, that's a good area to be in. I'd love to run into a place that had 10 barbers taking Square.
You got it. Now, Robin Zell, this is something, if you cannot see your live training portal yet, it might be because it's not unlocked yet.
That's right. You have to go through a certain amount of your education process on modules 1, 2, 3, and 4 before it'll open up into the live training and into the RAM training. So carry on. It should have a little thing up there that says this portal will open in 2 days or 1 day or whenever. And when it does, open that baby up and get to it.
Yep. And again, like I said, I know when I'm doing my success calls with a newly onboarded RAM, I'm making sure that, guys, you are coming over here. Let me move some things from one side to the other. And I must have hit another button there. There we go. And what I want you to do is get to these live trainings and watch the recordings. We have some good ones this week. We had a really good week of webinars. So these are gone every 7 days. As soon as the next Monday comes around, now this one's going to be up for 2 weeks, but we're going to go ahead and blow that out so there's not too much information.
There's going to be some extra training going on in these live training sessions coming up. It's going to be important for you guys out there that are on this to go back and start looking more and more often onto the live training sites and watching those recordings. They're short, but we're going to start updating a lot of the processes that we've got and giving you the latest and greatest information that'll help you sell better. So you need to watch those coming up. Matt has made a commitment to start bringing more of the hands-on training into the morning sessions and we're looking forward to it a lot to help you guys. But it's up to you guys to glean that knowledge. And so, be watching. It's that extra half hour a day of what's going on. Maybe just, on a weekend and Sunday morning when you're having that cup of coffee and everybody else is still sleeping in, maybe you can be the one that's, or if you were like me last night where the insomnia hit and you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I did a little work between 2 and 4. It's all good.
Yes. So, and again, I want to just I'm answering a question here for Nico with a gentleman, but barbers, I'm trying to think. I don't see, and Robin, I'm sorry about that. Robin Zell, that's awesome. You're good to go. Let me see. Utilize your national sales directors. Now, this is great. Gary Thrine, we actually got a tire store, and guys, they were doing close to 100,000 each location. We got both of those too, and we got that thing in, and Gary and I worked together on the paperwork. So the first 3 to 5 of your merchants, we want to make sure that your national sales director is overviewing your paperwork. So the paperwork can get in there and correctly, because it can get in and out of underwriting, and this was actually the last day of the month, right, Gary? And we got that thing, pretty much boarded the next day. So with really nice, clean, and complete applications. I know you were filling one out today. I know that's not your fun thing to do or sweet spot for any of us, but
it happened to be
a friend. Yes.
It's a pretty large account. It's worth doing.
Yes. Well, follow the checklist here, guys, because if you do this and Gary does this, that's what we need. $1 million a month. You got to love those. So, and be tenacious. That's it. Get out the door, and we can give you all of the training on the planet. And if you're not heading out there, we want to make sure that you're getting the support on the back end. But without you putting us in front of merchants, there's nothing we can do either.
Hey, have the awareness radar up over this weekend.
Yeah.
Some of you are going to be going to some home shows. Some of you are going to be going to recreational places. The people that are working this weekend, the weekend warrior workers that are servicing, everybody who's off. They're out there, and this is a big commerce weekend.
Yes.
Huge commerce weekend, one of the largest other than Christmas. And so you'll see every special in the world. If you want to go buy a mattress, every mattress company in the world is throwing things up for the Labor Day. Every car company in the world, that they're out there hustling, trying to get your business because you're off work. Well, guess what? You, if you're going out to do anything, can be taking a little look at your business too while you're doing it, and getting a little information from them, and setting up that next stage. So it will be a great marketing win. I bet you John's out doing it back east.
Yes.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, and then here's something that really worked for me. I want to share this today as well. So we've got a client that is on board now, and you guys kind of heard the background a few weeks ago. But this is what I did. This is where I was a customer. I purchased a product from this vendor, this merchant, and then I sent an email, and in the subject line I put extremely satisfied customer. And here's my email. So, but what really got that thing, I think, looked at, and I had a response within 5 minutes, and they're now on. So this was due to an email to a merchant that was with Square, and believe me, they've got their issues, and so this is something. And again, I'm seeing on the computer here our subscription expired. I got to get to Sean there, but guys, this got right to the main decision maker real quick, because I think the subject line. Don't you agree, Scott? Where I said, hey. That's, super satisfied customer.
Everybody wants to know about their satisfied customers. That is great. So if you are a customer of a business, this is a wonderful format to break the ice, to get in and talk to them. Some of you have wondered about how can we use email for marketing and this type of thing. The only way I would do it is this way.
Right.
My personal recommendation is, if you send out an advertising type email that you can help beat people's rates and do all that, you're just like every other Tom, Dick, and Harry that's out there.
Spammer.
They're going to go in the spam box. But when you're a customer of them, and the first thing is, when we talk in the sales training and the Sales Masters program, complimenting. The first thing out when you want to get somebody to open their mind up is you need to compliment them on something that truly is personal to them. Not compliment their tie, but compliment their ability to pick the right tie. Not compliment them on, gee, we can save you money, but compliment it on, hey, I'm happy with the product that you sold me, and I'm one of your happy customers, and now I want to show you what I do. That is a perfect approach for a perfect result here. And so take heart on that. This would be the only time. And so if you have a business that you're having a hard time getting to the owners and getting to tell your story to them, or you're a little bashful about it and that, but you do shop there and you do like their service, and that, then use this email approach to them. Call up the business and say, hey, I'm a satisfied customer. I want to send an email, and especially if you've got a person there that treated you well, or somebody that you can compliment, that those are all good things that as a business owner you want to hear, that your employees are doing the things you've trained them and taught them to do, and that makes their customers happy, because customer loyalty is a huge thing now. And so that wonderful way to do things.
Yep, absolutely. Now, Yvonne Christensen, I know that Yvonne doesn't like to get on and talk with people, but she is a regional account manager out in the field, and she is really taking and getting some headway and some traction here with Chamber of Commerce groups, networking groups, where you're actually getting the merchant and getting yourself situated where referrals are expected. This is where you get the business owner out of their business.
I'll tell you.
Great way.
You know, and my personal secret for my business that I do personally is all done through networking.
Yes.
Every bit of it.
No cold calls here.
No, it's all done with a referral from somebody to somebody else. The networks that I have set up have supplied me with the business that's been coming in, and will continue to do so because that's how I like to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you have a few merchants under your belt, you need to start using them in your business network to refer you to other people that people like it, when they're saving money and they're doing something good for themselves, they have friends in business that they like to pass those things on to. Almost every business person that I know, collaborates with somebody else in either a different business that uses them as a mentor. Mine happens to be a guy named Bill Geis up in Seattle, Washington. He's been my business mentor for a long time, and we bounce ideas off of each other. But you get tremendous amount of referral power out of that. So you got to realize that people will help you with other people because you've helped them. You don't have to offer them $1. You don't have to do anything because that cheapens everything. If you've done a good job with them and did a good service with them, then they will be happy to pass that on to the next person. And man, that's a strong referral when that happens.
Yeah.
So utilize that with some of your new merchants that you're bringing on, because guess what? If they were happy enough to make the changes over there, they're as happy as they're going to be at the point where you get them on and you get them boarded on. So why not utilize that time to get them to give you 5 of their friends? And out of those, one of those or 2 of those may become on board, and guess what? Each one of those will know 5 other people other than the 5 that you were given, because everybody has different spheres. We're going to talk about that as a marketing clustering. It's not a pyramid down. But we'll talk about that in another event.
Yeah, you do it on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
that's why you guys are here. Yes, and then guys, remember, there's somebody is going to get paid for every business that you pass by this holiday weekend. Someone's getting a piece of every card that goes through there. It adds up, and this is something. Why not you?
I need that for Tuesday too.
Do you need Tuesday?
Of the things we're doing.
Okay, that's perfect. I've got them all.
It has to do with your personal attitude and how you approach things.
Mm-hmm.
Your personal attitude on how, just a little flash to Tuesday, your personal attitude on how you approach things is how you're going to be perceived by the people you're calling on. If you are dragging yourself in because you thought, oh, well, I got to do it. If it's, I can't do that today because, yet that type of an attitude will translate itself into your sales when you do get in front of somebody.
Yep, and that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. And guys, if you saw something on here like Kurt McMinn's like, hey, where'd you get that Interchange Plus doc? Just contact me. That's actually from Card Connect Direct, which is pretty neat. So Kurt, shoot me an email today so I can go ahead and send that out to you. So folks, hopefully, I know, do you have any referral incentive fees for people that may or may not have a business? And
What was it? They want to
Melinda, yeah, I'm not sure. There's Melinda. You can create your own business and have people pay you referral fees that you can pay once they actually get on board. We don't have anything here. Now we can get a new business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just remember one thing.
Yeah, we kind of covered that.
If you and I can't reiterate this enough, go back to what motivates people the most. Cause is first, people are second. Money's down the line, so don't cheapen what you're doing by saying you want to pay somebody to give you into that. That's you are doing this with people that like and trust you, and because they like and trust you, they've now come on board with you. That's the time to ask them for other people that they know, because that trust, if they trust you with their business, they'll trust you with their friend's name to go to, and they'll do it without $1. And we're gonna have to have that as one of the subjects, because everybody thinks, okay, the quickest way to do this, if I can get somebody that's motivated by money, but not everybody's motivated by dollars. Service motivates people a lot more than dollars. I will go to a restaurant that gives me good service and has average food long before I go to somebody that has great food and terrible service. So remember, you are the commodity that you are selling when you are out there, and that has a tremendous value to it. So don't cheapen it by telling somebody you're going to give them money for something. You are a better commodity than that, and if you do it right, you will get a lot stronger and more personal into the referrals that are more direct, because anybody will give you a name to get a buck, but they will pass along their friends' names and that in order to give them a better savings and help them improve the quality of their income the same as you did for them.
And you all are good enough.
And I am real passionate about that.
Yes, you all are good enough. You all can do this. Be yourself so you're not scripted. And Mike Hodson, you can do this. Mingo Yi, what a great name. Happy birthday, by the way. I don't know if you attended the other day, but we had our birthday there for Mingo. But Mark, you can do, Lily, you can do this. Lynn Hatch, you're already doing it. The guy, I don't think you've gotten through maybe Module 1 yet. He's already got 2 really nice merchant statements in already. So that's the way you do things, is the Rams that do the best are getting out there.
That's the way,
Yeah, that's the way you do it. Yeah, so guys, you all can do this. You all have the ability, and this is something that someone's going to get paid. It might as well be you. And residual income, remember why you're here. You know, that residual income is going to open up a lot of things that you would like to do. Spend more time with the family, you know, that type of thing. This is a biz op, and it is your business, and you are a big part of the equation. You know, well, my merchant, you know, does this. Well, guess what? I'm local. Does your merchant refer business to your restaurant or to your auto repair shop or your computer repair shop or dry cleaners? Right? It's a big difference. You guys are a big part of this equation, and we feel that you all can do this. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. I know we went over about 7 minutes here today, and we really want you guys to understand how this works. Let me see. Yeah, Penny, I'm not sure where you saw that. I think that was definitely not a referral, but yeah, we want to again appreciate your, you know, everyone out there trying to get your business started. And as Scott said, you know, you guys, you don't have to pay for that. So Penny, shoot me an email, and Melinda, contact your national sales director regarding questions, you know, as far as a referral. Okay, because you can do that a whole different way, Melinda. That's as more effective, I think, than, you know, a thank you as far as that goes. I would definitely, with your work, Melinda, and how you can structure your business,
the people that come on in your business that give you a merchant statement that gets started.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, a handwritten thank you note sent will go a lot further than any email or that
Yep.
personal touch, that low-tech personal touch that nobody else is doing out there,
right,
will now make you stand out and be different. And therefore, you know, use the things that will help you distinguish yourself as, I'm the person local in your area taking care of you, and I'm grateful for it. And they'll be grateful back.
Yep. In handwritten or in cursive. I guess that's an old school writing.
Handwritten. It's not tight.
Yeah, I don't think they teach cursive anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a very safe weekend. We here at Merchant Careers and First Direct Financial wish you a safe Labor Day weekend. Recharge your batteries. Get ready for September 6th. Remember to register for our presentation, a special evening presentation at 7 o'clock. This is going to be right as soon as you get right back in biz. Here we go in the evening.
We'll get your month started right.
Yeah.
We'll kick that thing off with a good start.
Absolutely. So thank you so much. And like I said, yeah, Nick, I'm not sure if they do either. So as far as cursive writing, the kids nowadays, I think
mine doesn't.
They know. Yep, they don't. Yeah, that's crazy.
But
so
they can type with their thumbs on a phone.
Yeah, in shorthand, LOL.
With a different language. All right. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend.
Yep. Thank you much.